Okay, I'd like to welcome you all to product group training out there, way there in the back. The intended audience for this is basically new hires, people who have just joined the company, and the idea is to introduce them to the product group and the company, and to give those people more in terms of orientation than they would get from the 1-hour HR orientation, which mainly talks about benefits anyway. The other purpose for managers in the audience is that at some point you'll be delivering this training, and it's very useful to see it delivered once by someone else so that you can do a better job of delivering it yourself. The other discovery that we've made over the last year or so is that in the last 2 or 3 or 4 years we've hired a lot of people, and we've been lax in doing any introductory training at all. So what we find is that although people have been here a year or 2 years and have picked up a lot of things along the way, they've never seen a consistently presented set of materials. And so one of the things we're doing now is trying to basically re-baseline everybody in the product group. We're going to take about 4 hours of your time today. We'll take 2 breaks at the 1/3 point and the 2/3 point. I'll talk a little bit more about it, but first, why don't we do some introductions? The sort of information that's interesting is who are you, what do you do at Rational, when did you join, where did you come from, and why did you join Rational? So I'll start. My name's Joe Marasco, and I've been here since 1986. I've had lots of different jobs in the company, both in the product group. I've been in the field. I ran operations for over a year. Worked at a small startup before I came to Rational. And before that, I had worked for a larger company. The reason I joined Rational is when I interviewed, there were lots of companies, of course, in the Valley that had great technology. But for me, the differentiator at Rational was the quality of the people. When I went through the interviewing process, I could tell that the people were very, very sharp as individuals, and they had a sense of team commitment, and there was really a consistent feeling that they were all sort of signed up to the same set of objectives, and that was very encouraging. So let me tell you a little bit about how this is organized. One of the problems with trying to do 4 hours of anything is what we call death by PowerPoint, where after a certain number of slides, people just glaze over, and you know you're done whether you go on or not. To combat that, what we've done is to divide this material up into chunks, each of which is only about 4 or 5 slides. So every 15 or 20 minutes, we'll be changing focus and moving on to a different topic or a different subject. And let's see. As I said, we'll take 2 breaks. We'll have cookies and stuff at the break. There's one more job we have to assign, and that is we need an acronym police person. And why don't you take that job? That job consists, if there's an acronym that shows up on a slide and I don't say what the acronym means, you have to yell out. Acronyms are endemic to our industry, and they're also very heavily used in the company. And of course, they're a very good shorthand if you know what the acronym means. If you don't know what the acronym means, then, you know, it's useless. So you're going to be the acronym policeman, okay? So why don't we get started, jumping right in. What I'm going to do with each module is give you some context as to why the module is in the materials at all, because you should have a reason, and if there's no good reason for the material being there, then why should you do it?